Hello, members of the channel. You are welcome to the Messiah channel. In today's message, we are asking a question. Is it USA versus Trump, or is God versus United States? As you are aware, at the time of making this video, two major events have happened in the United States. Beginning in August 2022. The first one was lightning striking the White House, and the second one occurred in August 2022, as you are aware, the FBI raiding the residence of Donald Trump, the 45th president of the United States, a former president of the United States. And so we are looking at two major events, and one lightning striking the White House. I did a video about it, and I said the White House is a rare estate that was built with slave labor. And the lightning striking the White House, I believe, had symbolic and prophetic significance. And not long after that, we see the FBI raiding the residence of former president of the United States at the Mar-a-Lago residence in Florida, United States. We can say that both the White House and the Mar-a-Lago residence of Donald Trump are the same. Both are residences of presidents of the United States. And if you remember, when Donald Trump was president of the United States, Mar-a-Lago residence in Florida sometimes served as a de facto White House. The president made important decisions as president from his Mar-a-Lago residence, including meeting heads of state and also commanding a military strike on Syria. And so both places symbolically represent the seat of the United States, a country that I have called Egypt, in line with what is written in Exodus chapter 20 verse 2, because any land of bondage is called Egypt symbolically in the Bible. And I'm referring to the US as Egypt in connection with the enslavement of the children of Jacob in United States and other parts of the world, beginning with the historic transatlantic slave trade that saw the first shipment of the children of Judah as slaves to the United States beginning in the year 1619. The lightning striking the White House and the FBI raiding the residence of Donald Trump in Florida are the same. They are lightning events. They are very shocking events. And in the case of the FBI raid in Mar-a-Lago residence in Florida, they are talking about retrieving classified documents. And when we say classified documents, we're talking about things that are secret. And it means that light is being thrown onto things that are secret. If there were any secret things hidden in the official residence of Donald Trump, now the raid is putting light on it. And if you read the Bible, let's look at Romans chapter 2, verse 16. And that scripture says that there's a day coming, in the days when God shall judge the secrets of men by Jesus, according to my gospel. And so a day is coming, and it will come very soon. There will be judgment, and the Lord will judge things that are secret, things that are hidden. And so the FBI raid in the Mar-a-Lago residence is putting light on things that probably were secret. They will come to light. In the same way that one day there will be judgment on Babylon, United States, and the judgment will come, even the judgment will come to the White House, the official residence of the President of the United States. In the case of Mar-a-Lago residence, there may be a judgment depending upon what comes out of the raid. But in the case of the White House, judgment will come. Judgment by God will come. In the case of Mar-a-Lago, there will be judgment from the United States government. But in the case of the United States, the judgment will come, and the judgment will come from God. And the judgment will come because of, number one, abominations. Judgment will come, and the Lord will throw light on any secrets, abomination that has occurred in the White House. As you remember, the first president of the United States, George Washington, was a member of the Freemasons, and the Freemasons conduct a lot of satanic rituals. If there were any rituals conducted in the White House when George Washington occupied that house, the judgment of God will reveal all secrets, including the secrets of the United States. The second judgment that will come to the White House, the God's judgment will be judgment because of assassinations that might have been instigated from the White House. And when we're talking about assassinations, there are so many of them. Assassinations of world leaders instigated from the White House throughout the history of the United States. And of course, the other assassinations that occur in the United States, information about those assassinations are classified, including the assassination of JFK, including the assassination of MLK, Martin Luther King. Information about those deaths are classified, but there's going to be a time where the Lord will do his own judgment in the case of God versus United States, and all these secrets will come out. The other judgment that will come on the United States as a result of aggressions. We're talking about aggressive wars that have been fought by the United States, causing millions of people to die all over the world. Whether you're talking about Vietnam, whether you're talking about Korea, whether you're talking about Afghanistan, and many other wars fought by American forces all over the world, whether you're talking about Latin America, Central America, Africa, Asia, and other parts of the world. And we're asking the question, is it United States versus Trump, or is God versus Trump? The raid in Mar-a-Lago residence is about Trump. And if there are any criminal charges, it will be the case of United States versus Trump. But regardless of how you look at it, it is also God versus United States. Because as a result of what is happening in the United States now, you can see that it is an act of judgment coming slowly on the United States as we are in the end times. In the case of Donald Trump, the judgment probably will come if there's any criminal indictments against Donald Trump, relying on what laws could have been violated, looking at United States Code Title 18, Section 2701, USC 18, Section 2701, that prohibits concealment, destruction, or possession of materials that are classified in violation of that statute. There could be a fine if there is what they call a guilty verdict, or there could be an imprisonment or both. So potentially, we may see a former president of the United States being judged, and if found guilty, he could face criminal judgment. It is also United States versus God, or God versus United States. You remember when President Trump was president of the United States, he referred to certain countries as SHIT holes. He said it arrogantly. He also said it reflecting certain racist mentality that Trump exhibited before he was president, and at the time he was the president of the United States. As a result of the FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago residence of Donald Trump, Trump is saying that the United States has now become a banana republic. And so Trump is mocking the United States. Oh, yeah, see, the Americans' democracy is now down. The US is now a banana republic. Look at what they are doing to me. They are raiding my house. If the US has become a banana republic, I would say it is God's judgment on the United States. Why do I say that? There's so many countries in Latin America and Central America that were turned into quote-unquote banana republics as a result of the colonial and imperialist policies of the United States. Let's look at the case of Guatemala, where United Fruits, an American company that invested in Guatemala, bought land, or I would say stole land from the people. And as a result of US economic policies, the nations in Central America and Latin America were turned into the production of banana, and they were turned into so-called banana republics to feed American companies, and American companies paid peanuts for the land that they seized or controlled from those nations. And so if the United States turn some countries into banana republics, now God is judging the United States. And so Donald Trump himself is saying that the United States has become a banana republic the same way the United States turned certain countries in Africa, in Latin America, in Central America into banana republics. The US may judge Donald Trump if he is charged with violating criminal codes of the United States relating to the documents that the FBI retrieved from Mar-a-Lago residence of Donald Trump in Florida. The US may charge him, and the US may try him, and that will be a case of United States versus Donald J. Trump. Similarly, God is going to judge the United States, and the judgment, I believe, has happened. And the US is judging the United States because the US is now being disgraced. Donald Trump himself said that the 2020 elections, presidential elections in the US, actually were stolen, and he was comparing the United States to developing countries, third world countries where elections are stolen. And now the United States law enforcement agency, FBI, has raided the residence of Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is saying that excuse me. the United States is now being judged, and the judgment will come. And we have prophetic judgments awaiting the United States, and one of them is Genesis 15 judgment, and that judgment will be as a result of the United States participating in the enslavement of the children of Judah, as recorded in Genesis chapter 15, verses 13 and to 14. And the last judgment will be the Revelation 18 judgment, where the United States will finally judge where God will judge United States finally, when the United States is finally destroyed with fire, as stated in Revelation chapter 18. And so, to answer our question, is it US versus Trump, or is it God versus United States? You can leave your comment in the comments box. Thank you for listening to this message.